whole history of schoolie builds, nobody's ever turned their bus into an RV this quickly. So it's a fully functioning RV. I finished it all today. So there's some wood scraps, which come in handy if I want to have a fire later. There's some bunch of dirt and detritus in case I have a need for that later. Of course, there's a comfy air mattress. And it's all done. It's my rockin' RV. High budget RV. So, not really. My significant other, obviously. Well, I guess that's not obvious, but obvious it's not done. But my significant other is out of town, so I thought I would spend the night in the bus. And I worked on it all day. I'm gonna sleep in it, and then I'm gonna work on it more tomorrow. My bus is actually parked about 30 minutes from where I live, so I thought I'd have more work time if I just slept here. Plus, it sounds like a fun adventure. Okay, first overnight on the bus. It was an excellent night of sleep. I went to bed around 11 o'clock and didn't wake up till around 8:40, and I slept the whole night through. Good trick for cool or not necessarily Arctic camping, but cold weather camping. It got down to 46 last night. It was really windy. Continues to be this morning. An electric blanket doesn't take a lot of electricity, and I put it on the bottom and then put a blanket over the top, and it just kept me snug all night long. So that was an excellent night of sleeping in the bus, first night. So the other thing is today, what I'm going to do today. Yesterday was day 4 of the demolition. I got about maybe a fourth of the floor done, but I got a plan in place for how to do the floor. So the problem is that the plywood is underneath the vinyl, and there are nails in the plywood that are down into the floor, but they're underneath the vinyl, so you can't see them. So you kind of just got to pry it up, and the nails either come up or break in half or whatever it is that they do. So what I'm going to do, and what I started doing yesterday, is cut into thirds down the length of the bus, the flooring, okay? And so it's going to be one third, third, and then just tear it up, and it'll break wherever the plywood breaks. It's still back-breaking work. You gotta put a crowbar in there, and then pry it up a little bit, and then stick something that holds it up at that height, and then you put the crowbar farther in, and then you stick something in, and it's just really intensive manual labor, but it's fun to do, and demo is fun, and today hopefully I'll get down to the steel floor all the way to the back. So that's the plan for today. I'll shoot some video of what I do with those thirds and how that works. And again, today is demo day 5. Going to cut it in thirds. So just this side of the runner, just that side of the runner, and I'm going to cut back to right about here right now. And then what happens is you do that and you pull up, and I have no idea where each piece of plywood ends. If it ends here, then it comes up kind of easy. If it ends clear back here, it comes up kind of hard, but at least I've cut it to this third. You can get the pry bar underneath and get it to come up, and it's kind of a pain in the butt, but I got the whole day today, and so I'm going to, hopefully I'll get it done all the way to the back of the bus. There was a channel all along here. It was just a metal channel flashing that was an interface between the side of the bus and the flooring, and it was on both sides. That side actually had that big metal conduit, which I've already had a video on taking that out. But this side was just some metal flashing. It was also around all of the wheel wells. I think that I'm going to leave the vinyl on top of the wheel wells because I'm going to go over the top of those anyway. But I did take all the metal flashing around it, and I'll rust treat it and do all of those things. So basically that's the plan today for demo day 5. plywood right here. Okay, so there you go. Just a few minutes later. That was a piece I was working on like a big dog. And then this is gone all the way back and connected clear back to the wheel well. Oh, hard work, but satisfying when it gets done, that's for sure. So this is middle of day 5 of demolition, and I got all of the plywood up and vinyl. I left the vinyl on top of the wheel wells. There's no plywood under it, and I'm gonna cover those up anyway. I will kind of inspect for rust on the inside of the wheel well instead of up here. But I don't think I'm gonna take all that vinyl off. It's gonna be construction hidden, and I will treat what I can without doing that. I got all of the plywood and vinyl up in the bus, and I ground off all the nails that came out of the plywood but stayed in the bus. There are certainly some rust cancerous spots here, which are not too concerning because I think that is a job I'm going to farm out. I haven't decided yet, but honestly, this is about as far as I've got in my head on this bus build as far as the demolition. So, as I said, I'm gonna have to get that metal replaced. I suppose before I do that, I'm gonna pull those steps and pull this area too. I might still leave the driver plank, depending on what it looks like right under there. Well, that's about it. It's been a day. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on day 5 of demolition, and I think I might be done for today and kind of go back into some planning mode now. I think I might add, I just want to add a little bit, and that is that it is just currently freaking monsoon. It's ridiculously windy and rainy and like 48 degrees, and it was a good day to work on the bus, but now I'm going to be editing video, which sounds fun too.